Isabela! South Cotabato City! Bacolod City! On the way from Metro Manila! Pampanga! From Cavite Province! Bataan! From the province of Talisay City, Negros Occidental! Bulacan! Totoong Manila! A proud Ilocano and a proud full-blooded Filipino! Cebu City! All the way from the city of Malabon!
Our first candidate in the top 9 is candidate number 15, Ramsey Hesher Venegas. Candidate number 14, Ian Del Peña. Candidate number 11, Ahmed Romero. Calling number 7, Paul Valdivia. Candidate number 1, the Mark Anthony Papa. Number 13. And last but certainly not the least, again, let's give a big hand to all our candidates. Let's give a big hand to all our candidates. The last person to advance in the top 9 is candidate number 2. Candidate number 4, Alexander Bustos. Well done, guys. Ramsey, candidate number 15. How are you?
Doing great. How about you?
Yeah, wonderful.
What do you think is the reason why male pageantry cannot gain the same interest and hype compared to the female pageants?
Can you please repeat the question?
What do you think is the reason why male pageantry cannot gain the same interest and hype compared to the female pageants?
I think when we think of male pageants, we just think of it as something the way we look, the way we present ourselves as a man. But it is much more than that, because all of us here has a goal to achieve. We want to show something to the world. We want to show you what it means to be man in the Philippines, and I believe that each one of us carries the 3 aspects: nationalism, advocacy, and all of that. But ladies and gentlemen, we are here to fight for our reason, and we are going to fight until the very end, because we are here to show you what it means to be man of the Philippines.
Thank you, Del. Thank you, Ramsey. Our candidate number 15. Ian, candidate number 14. Please bring us up. Please show it with me, please. The name of the judge is Noella Pisa.
Hi, good evening. Candidate number 14. Here's your question. What would be the best representation of the Filipino community in UAE if ever you will compete in the national pageant in the Philippines?
Can you please repeat the question, ma'am?
What would be the best presentation of the Filipino community in UAE if ever you will compete in the national pageant in the Philippines?
Thank you for that question, ma'am. For me, I am a survivor of Yolanda. And I've been through a lot. As an OFW, it's really hard to be far from my family. And that experience is what keeping me fighting right now in this pandemic time. And I think the representation of the man of the Philippines in the international pageantry is that we are survivors. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Candidate number 14. Ahmed, how are you? Wonderful. Thanks for asking. Pick the name of the judge. And please give it to me. Dr. Ben Levy. Yeah?
Hi, number 11. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Very good. Congratulations, brother. Here's a question. Do you think the word advocacy is overused in the pageant world? Again, do you think the word advocacy is overused in the pageant world? Defend your answer.
Thank you for that wonderful question. Me being in the Man of the Philippines Rate 2021 is the biggest honor because I believe with me having my advocacy and sharing this advocacy because I'm an advocate of handicapped people promoting sports. And me being an athlete, I want to use all my talent to the handicapped people because this is what they need in the pandemic is to be healthy. Thank you.
What is your question for candidate number 7? Hello, how are you?
I'm doing great.
Congratulations. Okay, here's your question. Can height, weight, and age should still be considered as basic requirements in screening and choosing candidates for pageant? You want me to repeat the question? Can height, weight, and age should still be considered as basic requirements in screening and choosing candidates for pageants?
I believe this is no. Because pageantry is a celebration of diversity, inclusivity, and this is a platform to showcase ourselves and to inspire other people to be somebody and never be a nobody. Thank you.
For candidate number 1. Hi, how are you?
Good.
Nervous?
Excited.
Okay, I think the best person to ask this question is my husband.
Jen, go ahead, sir.
Alright, candidate number 1. If overseas Filipino workers are called modern heroes, what do you think are the steps the government should take to protect and show their appreciation to them? One more. I repeat. If overseas Filipino workers are called modern heroes, what do you think are the steps the government must take to protect and show their appreciation to them?
Yes, good evening everyone. Indeed, Filipinos are unsung heroes, mga buhay na dakilang mga bayani. And for the government to help us and appreciate us, they must protect our family in Philippines. Like what the is doing right now. He's reducing the crime rate in Philippines. And that's why I rise him as the president of the Philippines. Thank you.
Hi, Luke. Congratulations, everyone. Your question is, if a Filipino chose to migrate, live, and denounce Filipino citizenship, can you then say he lacks love for the country?
Good evening. Even though OFW choose to go to the other country, we need to respect because all we need today is respect. Yeah. No matter what our race, skin, or color us, we need to help each other and having a positive outlook and perspective in life. We can do the world a better one. Thank you.
Thank you, Leah, for your video. Candidate number 10.
si Ahmed.
Alright, so the last one is Bobby Ayala.
Hello, Luigi. And first and foremost, congratulations to all of you. As mentioned earlier, people left the stage. So, Luke, here's your question. Why do you think new generations lack the so-called love for the country, and what steps will you take to create awareness about it?
Please.
Why do you think new generations lack the so-called love for the country, and what steps will you take to create awareness about it?
Okay, thank you for the very interesting questions. For me, the steps to create
Why do you think new generations lack the so-called love for the country? And what steps will you take to create awareness about it?
Okay, the step to create awareness is start from ourselves. We need to step from ourselves to create our own country, to better life and to better futures. For me, as an advocate of mental health awareness, I will create a platform to create mental health, especially for our situation right now, which is a pandemic. A lot of things has been demonstrated. Thank you.
Thank you very much, candidate number 10, and thank you for that wonderful question. Now we're down to 2. Okay, so you have 2 judges left. Alright, our judge is Mr. Arnie Garcia.
Magaling din sumagot dyan si Jeremiah.
Hi, Jeremiah. Okay. Your question is winning Man of the Philippines a choice, a destiny, or pure luck, and why?
I believe that this is destiny. Because whatever you invest in before, in the past, like for example, you invest in effort, time, and love with each other. You're gonna win this pageant because you're gonna be the representative for this part of the Philippines UAE. Because once you win this one, the one of the Philippines UAE, you're gonna be the good example to others to empower, especially those who are suffering from mental health. Thank you very much. Right on time, and you have one last paper here. Okay, gusto mo mag-pass? I'm just joking. Okay, so your judge is Ms. Where's
Number 1. Number 1, number 7.
Hi, how are you doing? How are you feeling? Here's your question. As Man of the Philippines, how can you help in addressing the increasing lack of nationalism among the youth of today, especially with the influence of social media?
Pageants, like of the Man of the Philippines, serve as platform for people to gain courage and introduce our different advocacies. Personally, it's also an avenue which helped me to learn, express myself, influence people, and become the next voice of hope. Thank you.
Alrighty, thank you so much to all our 9 semi-finalists. Let's give them a big hand again.
And just in preparation, the judges who will award the Man of Advocacy first runner-up is Melvin Cuenco and Victoria Baez. So just
Candidate number 1, Mark Anthony Papa.
Dubai and Man of the Philippines UAE is the pageant owner, Mr. Gilbert. Congratulations again, candidate number 7, Paul Mark Media, Man of the Philippines, Dubai. Let's give him a big hand, please.